Yeah.
Let's get right to the top here and look at the teams 1 through 6 and see how similar it looks to a week ago. At number 1 is Alabama, the Crimson Tide, with the huge game against Auburn on the Plains. College game day will be there on Saturday. Just behind Alabama at number 2. This time, it is Miami.
Yeah.
Miami, despite getting a scare from Virginia for a while, moves ahead of Clemson by a spot. At number 3, just behind the Hurricanes. Clemson slips 1 now with the single loss to Syracuse. So maybe the committee, and we'll talk to Kirby Hocutt in a bit, has reevaluated. They've been getting criticized for giving Clemson a pass for the loss to a Syracuse team that is going to finish with a losing record. And the 4th team, I assume, is going to be the Sooners, and it is. Oklahoma holds on to that number 4 spot, but now the 2 undefeateds are on top, or 2 of the 3 undefeateds at 1 through 4. At number 5, on Wisconsin, after taking care of business against Michigan this past weekend, and Auburn is at number 6, but the Tigers spot with 2 losses. They're in tremendous position, have a shot at number 1. They've already beaten Georgia when they were number 1, can do it again to Alabama. Then they would get another game against Georgia. So among 2 lost teams, nobody could be in a better position than Auburn sits right now, Herbie.
Yeah, and Reese, my opening comment about what I was looking for was just that. I wanted to see if Miami might move into that top 2. And I think you could talk about Virginia game, a little bit of a scare, but it's an ACC game. Clemson was playing the Citadel. Miami's been gaining momentum these last 3 weeks, becoming a team that's still undefeated, gaining momentum at the right time. The committee, at least in my opinion, without hearing from Kirby, must have recognized that. And that's why I think it's important that they're sitting there at 2. If they hold that 2 spot going into next week in the ACC championship game, and Clemson's at 3, they lose a close game, and they're at 2. Very hard with 1 loss to imagine them dropping from 2 to 5. So as Joey talked about, Ohio State, as much as they think they have a chance to get up into the top 4, Miami loses to Clemson in a close game. With Miami now at 2, I don't see the committee taking them out of the top 4.
And then you wonder if the NC